Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Johnny Matter, 1000 Hertz, episode number 1. Cheers. So this episode I'm going to go through a stack of records I got this week. And usually with these episodes I'll try to play some instrumental music. And tonight we're listening to Blue Velvet soundtrack, one of my all-time favorite films. Rest in peace there, Angelino Bellatami. Alright, first of all, I love thrifting. I love going to thrift stores. You never know what you're going to find at the thrift store, and I usually dig around in the record bins. It's getting harder and harder to find decent records in the thrift store nowadays, but this weekend I did find a few all-right albums. Starting off with Elvis, Golden Records. Nice, real clean copy from 1979. I don't have any Elvis in the collection, and this is just a good mix of some of his classics, so I'll probably keep that. Next, what I found was a 2013 7-inch by Locals White Lung. That was a nice little find in the thrift store. I don't see that too often. I also found another 7-inch by His Jeans. I love this band. I already actually own this, but it's something I can put in the store and maybe somebody wants it. And then I took a chance on this find. It was a 7-inch with a cool cover. And you know what? I got it home and I found out Bloodhouse is a band from Halifax. This was released in 2011. It's actually pretty decent. I might hold on to that. All right, next, what I ended up picking up was a friend of mine, a guy, old record store friend. He sells records on Facebook on this private page, and his name's Phil. Shout out to Phil. And I ended up picking up some stuff off him. Start off with a cassette, Husker Du Live. It's great. I love these old punk cassettes. Anytime I find them, try to grab them. And I have a little collection of them. Going back to 7 inches, I got a nice copy of Duck Stab from The Resonance. It's a 1978 7-inch, and it's actually the misprinted one. Pretty cool, rare, hard to come by stuff, and a nice little 7-inch there. Also, what I got from him was a brand new, still in the shrink, copy of Joy Division's Closer. Many of you probably know this album, and it's the last Joy Division album. This is a 2007 repressing off Rhino Records, 180 gram. Nice copy. I used to have this in my collection. It's nice to have it back in the collection again. And also, what I got from him was a still in the shrink, Nurse with a Wound. Now, this band is great if you love abstract noise and just bizarre, weird stuff. I love it. Anyways, check them out if you don't know Nurse with a Wound. And that's a 2001 copy, so that was nice to find, nice surprise. Next, I went down to the local record store. Shout out to Audiophile. I go there quite often. It's one of my favorite record stores in the city. We're kind of spoiled here in Vancouver. We got a lot of great record stores, but Audiophile is pretty close to me, so it's one I hit up the most. And in the used bin, I came across some old Wax Trax stuff. This is a Played Against Sam Records USA, Wax Trax affiliate. And this is the Neon Judgment, Horny as Hell. 1987 electronic industrial stuff. Pretty cool stuff. I must say, I love this old Wax Trax stuff. And yeah, not bad. Very clean copy for its age, and decent price. If you come across that stuff, I suggest check it out, pick it up if you like it. They're getting harder and harder to find, especially in good condition. Next, on the same vein, I got another Play It Again Records USA wax tracks. This is the Cassandra Complex. This is their first album, 1988. It's kind of a new wave electronic industrial band. Pretty cool stuff. I believe they're from the UK, and I took a chance on it. It's really cheap, nice clean copy. Picked it up. Wasn't disappointed. This one is another version, another copy album they put out. It's a little different, 1990 version. Pretty clean again. You know, I love this kind of stuff. I love the synth stuff, and from the mid 80s to 90s. Big fan of that stuff. So yeah, probably keep that for sure. Next, what I found was on the wall actually was Life Sentence. This is an original 1989 US pressing. Great punk rock stuff. Yeah, I gave it a spin, really enjoyed it. I'll probably be keeping this in my collection now. I also found in the used bin was like a brand new copy of The Body, No One Deserves Happiness. Look at that picture. Just a thrill jockey. 2016 release. The Body, I seen them before. Great live band. I love what they do. Very interesting work. You know, a mix of noise and doom and sludge and punk, and it's just something original. And those are my favorite bands that just try to do something original rather than the same old cookie cutter bullshit. Next, what I found in the used bin was a nice little bolt thrower. This is 2011 reissue. The original was in 1988. Now, great fast stuff, D-beat stuff. Black on black release. Probably keep that in the collection for sure. Also, what I found in the used bin was a very clean copy of Big Black's Strike Anywhere, Touch and Go, 1992. I love Big Black, Steve Albini, all the stuff he puts his hands on and works on. Big fan of his work, and anything Big Black comes around, usually I pick it up, whether I own it or not. I didn't have this one in the collection, so it was a nice find. Also, what I found used was a nice copy of Akira Sakata Flying Basket. It's a 2015 featuring Jim Oroku and, excuse my English here, Jimikam Rachi and Merzbow. So a little collaboration, kind of a jazz, electronic noise live album. Limited to 800 copies, so nice little find. I love this sort of stuff. You know, it's very experimental, right up my alley. Also, what I found was some doomy sludge stuff from Graves at Sea. This is off the Elion Empire record label. I'm not sure if they're still together, Elion Empire. They had put out some great bands like Drunk Dad and stuff. I don't know if that label's still running, but this is 2014 release. Graves at Sea, really sludgy, doomy stuff. I like that sort of thing when I'm in the mood for it. Another find I found was in the used bin was Poser Disposer. Now these guys hit home with me. Canadian band, Saskatoon, and when I was on tour with my band, they put us up, and nicest guys. I used to have this on CD back in the day. This is 2005. So it was nice to find used. You know, the cover's a bit beat up, but it's a clear vinyl, as you can see. Pretty nice. Great guys. I love the cover with the hot knives. If you know what that is, we've all been there. Cool stuff. Next, what I got was some new records. Old Man Gloom, Seminar 2. I love Old Man Gloom stuff. You know, the mix of abstract noise in between the songs with the crushing, you know, heavy, sludgy, and fast stuff they mix together. Great band, seen them live back in the day, amazing. I used to have these and in my collection, and I had to sell them when I was in a pinch. So it's good to have these back. Actually, my girlfriend got these for my birthday, so it was kind of a nice gift. And I also got Seminar 3 in that, and if you put them together, they go Old Man Gloom. Oh my God, look at that. Pretty cool stuff. If you haven't heard Old Man Gloom, it's great stuff featuring Aaron Turner from like ISIS and Sumac. One of the bass player from Converge, a guy from Cave-In, and I can't remember where the drummer's from, but maybe you can comment in the section below to remind me. And probably one of my favorite records I picked up this weekend was this Psychic TV, Those Who Do Not. Now, this was originally released in 1984, and they just repressed this, and it's a great double album. I'll just show you. It's got some pictures and write-ups by Genesis P-Orridge inside. Genesis P-Orridge, as a vocalist, he's probably one of my biggest inspirations. And I was fortunate enough to see Psychic TV on their last tour, and witnessing the magic that Genesis P-Orridge does live, and how he just conducts the whole audience, and the band was bucket list stuff for me. You know, he passed away a couple years ago. Rest in peace, Genesis P-Orridge, and yeah, it's cool they're putting this stuff out again and repressing it. Big fan of that stuff. Anyways, that was all I got. So thanks for tuning in. Look forward to sharing some more vinyl with you and stories. Next weekend, I'm doing the record show at the Vancouver Flea Market, so check that out. That's Sunday, April 16th. I believe it starts at 10 a.m. Don't quote me, but come on and see me. I got thousands of records and t-shirts, or I guess hundreds, not thousands. And there's like 50 or more vendors, but come on, check that out. Maybe I'll shoot some videos of the show to show you in the next film. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. Give us a follow, a thumbs up, and subscribe if you like what you're viewing so far. And have a great week.